Like, they don't. I want to see more. I want to see more. Like, I like his content. I'm trying to see what he on. That's how I got when I was going down the rabbit hole about Rashad Jamal. I was like, damn, I need another video. What else he got to tell me that I need to learn? Then Young Pharaoh, like in 2020, 2019, and 18, when he was not, on the frequency on right now. He was really woke as hell, really like corrected, man. He was my first spiritual awakening.
Oh,
They were talking about 76 trillion years ago, and the Anunnaki, and all that shit, and the prokaryotic cell, that was the first cell, which contains like magnetic beings, women, black women, most ancient thing on the planet. I was like, wait a minute, that's the first different shit I heard, other than church and all of that. I was like, that shit kind of makes sense, nigga. Like, wait a minute. This shit was making sense. Then when you do your own research and look the shit up, you be like, wait a minute.
It
That
started
shit
making
add
more
up.
sense. Like,
Nah,
oh,
really.
okay, yeah.
And it's like, you don't feel like you learning it because it resonates. You feel like you remembering it. So that's where I was like, okay, we did teach everybody everything because we learn whatever that we are learning and we naturally good at it. Why you think you naturally good at it? Because you already knew how to do it. You just was reintroduced to it.
Yeah, you just
So
gotta get over that initial jump, that
yeah,
initial fear.
doing something different.
Yeah, switch it up.
Damn. Yeah, what? Should be interesting. It's like not everything that was taught was a lie, but it's just flipped backwards sometimes, like opposite day. That's probably why they made opposite day trying to be funny.
Yeah.
I just thought of that.
You know what, man? I had a couple of interesting things happen to me today. Like, you know what I'm saying? I went to the store
Mm-hmm.
and a lady walked up to me and was like, "Hey, how you doing?" I was like, "Hey, how you doing?" She was like, "Thank you for your service." I was like, "Oh, thank you for your, oh, thank you, you're welcome, thank you." You know what I'm saying?
That's so nice.
And she was like, gotta look out for, veterans and stuff like that. She was like, "I got one that, I look at, and her husband was standing over there. And I was like, hey, how you doing? We introduced ourselves, and man, he was like, I was, Vietnam. I was like, oh man, I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Because they went through a lot. You know what I'm saying? So, but then when I went to the car, I was like, man, that really touched me. Like, dang, that was like the nicest thing ever. Like, what if I was going through something real bad and that picked me up? But even though, like, everything is good, everything ain't, 100 what I want, but, I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? I'm at peace. But that was just another pick me up
Moment.
to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, man,
Angels.
everything that I have done is a good thing. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
It
saying?
reminds you who you are. The validation from outside sometimes, like self validation is you got that, but hearing it from somebody else, you be like, damn, I forgot I did all of that. Like,
man.
because it's like go by so fast.
Right.
Time,
And I'm like, dang, but I'm thinking how it affected me. I'm like, well, wow, how did it affect him? Because, like, he was, like, happy. And I'm like, I'm like, all right, man, y'all have a good day.
That's
You know what I'm saying? Like, and went on. And I was like, man, that was beautiful.
It was.
You know what I'm saying?
Because it was like free love.
Yeah, it was free love. And then
The
thing is this, though. They weren't black. They were white.
That's
So
even deeper.
it's like, I'm like, okay, everything is not what you think it is. You get what I'm saying? You can make it that, but then sometimes it's not that. In some cases it is that, in some cases it's not that. And if it's not that, then okay. And if they playing a game, so what? But you still got your head on the swivel. You know what I'm saying? But you appreciate that moment of somebody like just reaching out and saying, thank you for this. And you're like, oh, dang, I wasn't expecting that. But it touches your heart.
Yeah.
It touches your life. Yeah, man. So it's like sometimes you got to touch people's hearts in life. Because some people don't touch people's hearts. You know what I'm saying? So you got to, if you around people that are not looking out for you or making you feel good about yourself, then stay away from them and learn how to feel good about yourself on your own. So when you don't have it, you can still stand strong. And then when you do have it, you still standing strong. So you get what I'm saying? Yeah, so you gotta open up your heart, man, and just love, have a kindness about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Everything is not aggressiveness. Everything is not wild. You know what I'm saying? And life is calm. Like we sitting right here and just chilling. Wind blowing, birds singing, bees, flies,
Everything, someone's
ants
like
running around. You know what I'm saying?
running past the
Chipmunks, baby
cars.
chipmunks popping
Right,
out of
I go ahead,
holes
talk
and running to get something to eat. And he's like, well, they
Mm-hmm.
ain't about to do nothing. They've been sitting here for a minute. Now, I don't
Mm-hmm.
know what he's thinking, but he just like first he ran, he came back out, looking. They ain't doing nothing. All right, went back, duck
Mm-hmm.
walk past, but everybody else going through,
Yeah,
and they
that's
heart
crazy as
closed. You
hell.
get what I'm
Cause
saying?
they manifesting all that dark shit,
Man, so
mad
sometimes,
as hell.
yeah.
Like,
So sit down, chill
yeah,
out,
yeah, get with nature.
relax. Uh, like get the sun is out right now. Get outside,
Yeah,
feel the breeze, and just like
be
everything,
alive.
you get a second wind about yourself, and your heart opens up, and you begin to think a little bit clearer. You're like, okay, well, let me do this and let me do that, and then you go and you go ahead and do it. You move on in life, man. You know what I'm saying?
Straight up, real
You get what
shit.
I'm saying? And
Yeah.
all that came from that lady saying, coming up
Thank
to
you for
me,
your
thank you for
service.
your service.
That's deep.
You know what I'm saying? She wasn't like angry at me
She
or
felt in
nothing.
her heart to do
She
that.
was
She listening
kind,
to it.
nice.
Yeah.
Was it a game? I don't know. But at the same
Mm-mm.
time, this is what she's giving me. I'm gonna take it.
That's the version
If
that you
if that's her
manifested
motive,
of
that's
her.
her motive. But look,
Yeah.
I could teach somebody whose heart may be closed and they
Yeah.
want to have their heart open, but and
Mm-hmm.
can't. You get what I'm saying? Because they
Yeah.
feel like everybody's out to get them, and everybody is not out to get you, though. So
That's deep.
you just gotta open your heart a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But be wise. You know what I'm saying? Be wise as serpents. You know what I'm saying? Harmless as a dove. So you got the both, and you go forward in life. But sometimes it's hard because you feel like everybody out to get you. So you close up and you lock up and you
Yeah.
stop doing it. I did that.
Yeah.
And like, okay, like I'm good. I'm gonna get out of this. Boom. It took a little bit of time. I finally got out of it. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? But now I know how to receive it and give it back. You know what I'm
Deep.
saying? And if
Yeah.
somebody who has harmed me, I forgive you, but I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
chill because I won't allow you the
Do it
opportunity, just
again.
like you may not allow
Yeah.
me the opportunity because I did something wrong. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So
Mm-hmm.
we both got to protect ourselves. But then at the same time, we can also talk about it and figure it out if you want to do that. But if you good, I'm good, we good, everybody move on. Why stay
That's
there?
deep.
Why
Yeah.
keep going back and forth? It's old. That
Mm-hmm.
was 30 years. That was
Yeah.
50 years ago.
I've been
That was a
around
hundred
like a
years
thousand
ago.
years.
I'm not even doing
People
that.
be stuck, and then that's when they never level up. Like
Yeah, man.
that's
So
fourth dimension. Like fifth dimension is the now. Like there's nothing in the past is real. The future not only that right now is real. Like and I know that the more that I read and learn, I'm just experiencing like both frequencies. Sometimes
okay.
I'll be in the fourth dimension, sometimes I'll be in the fifth. I ultimately want to rise up more and stay high vibe because that's where
Hmm.
you want to be after experience your best life. But
Yeah.
the shadow work part of me is me in the fourth dimension, still relating the connection to the experiences that I did. That I'm not responsible for my thoughts. I am accountable, and the reason why they going through, so I can learn on planet Earth what I'm supposed to, because it's divine. But I'll be like, damn, when I'm in the now, I'm conscious of the decisions the thoughts and stuff that come through, which ones I want to select more for the memory to be a better one when I experience life. So I'm like, okay, I don't want to do this because I make this person mad, but expressing my feelings, this is gonna still make me feel good, and it's gonna make them feel good because it's supposed to. Because one is to get that version of you, so it could be yin yang balance. Like one football team gotta win for the other one to lose, and both football teams can't win. A tie or a draw ain't really shit. Like that's not
Right.
determining a win, but again, that's balance to me too.
Yeah.
That's the quarter that flip that don't land on no side but land shooting straight up.
Hmm.
And I'm like, damn,
Yeah.
life be so beautiful, but I'm like learning God throw low vibes and every high vibe when you're like ready to track off. So when I do end up in events, or like how yesterday I went to that function, it was everything there, like positive stuff, and there was also people that do low vibe stuff maybe that I could sense, but they wasn't on that type of time. They was getting a version that I was supposed to receive with them, which was that high vibe version that could only connect with me because of my frequency.
Right.
You know, when they're on some low vibe stuff or somewhere where they won't catch me at, you know, I'm not gonna be summoned. They can't summon my energy in an environment where I'm not safe because I'm too highly guided and guarded by my angels and stuff. Like we all got demons, you know. But when you're a demon slayer, you slay the low vibe stuff instantly. That's cutting somebody off. That's gonna be like, hey man, let's go do this low vibe shit and rob this store. Nope, that ain't me. That ain't my style. Sorry, I can't help you. Boom, you slayed that demon.
Right.
They didn't even affect your mood. They mad as hell now, but you still at peace. So that's how I've been really like balancing the 4 and 5. Alive and recognizing it. So that's why I really keep talking to trees, talking to animals. Because if it's alive, it got something to say just like me and you. But just the difference is just listening to what it got to say. That shit can probably change your life or help you out or give you an advantage in life. Ooh, listen to that. Ooh, having
This is
fun.
advantage in life. Yeah.
Playing them horses. That sound like it being like either a truck or some type of dodge. The trees is talking. Oh, wow, look at them moving. That tree alive. They like that attention it's getting. It's moving. You know how they be like touching trees if you hear me? I tried that shit before. They be moving for real. Hi, tree, how you doing? What's up, man? How are you today? Getting a lot of sun. I just saw you some more sun. Look at the sun. As soon as I said you get more sun, sun come on up. Powerful, crazy one. You can zoom in when you put your finger.
Yeah. Zoom in everything, man.
You see the shit in the sky. What's in the sky?
Yeah.
And
How's it going? I hope you enjoying this sunny day. I hope it's sunny where you at.